no doubt, Tennessee, Auburn, tier one of college basketball this season. I mean, they are legit. You talk about just the skill set, the veteran leadership, just what they bring defensively. They damn near have the whole package on both sides of things. But when it comes to trust, Jeff, I'll start with you, man. Who do you trust more when it comes to Tennessee and Auburn, especially seeing just how their schedule have played out and what kind of unsung heroes that have emerged in this early part of the season?
So I would have said Auburn for sure a week ago, for sure. And now the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know, man. Like here's the one thing I'll say about Tennessee is, their guards. Zakai Ziegler, I trust. Chaz Lanier, I already trust. Like, I want to see how Pettiford becomes more consistent, hopefully, over the rest of the season. And he's super talented. I love him. He plays with energy. He plays with toughness. He's got shit to him. I love his game. He can go get one whenever he wants. But I just want to see how stable he is, because the one thing you know about Zakai Ziegler is he's not going to make a ton of mistakes. He's going to defend at a high level. Now, I know that Auburn has Janai Broman. I get it. He's been the best player in the country so far. But, again, I think maybe Tennessee's guards, guys, I think I just trust Tennessee a little bit more right now, even though both teams are tough as shit.
Yeah, Jeff. And you also have an update on Janai Broman. And this is where, for me, I'm leaning more Tennessee after people hear this update on one of Auburn's stars.
I don't think it's going to be huge, but Bruce Pearl said after the game that it popped out and went back in. He was worried about it. I talked to somebody close to the team. He was worried about it in the first half, and then he started being a little bit loose and not as concerned in the second half with the sling on. He'll have tests tomorrow. He did this 2 years ago, and he missed one game. He missed the Texas Southern game early in the season in November. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he sits out the next couple games and he comes back for SEC play. They got Purdue next. Give somebody else a chance, right? Like, it's not like it's a big deal if they even lose to Purdue, and if they beat them without Janai Broman, that's even more of a confidence builder. Obviously Cardwell can get a little bit more time, a little more, a few more touches in the paint, but they don't think it's anything major. But again, they're going to do tests tomorrow just to make sure.
T.O., where you going?
Sorry about that, guys. It hits home. I'm going for Tennessee on this one, and the reason being is because it looks like it hurts to play the Vols. Like, they go up to Illinois, everybody fouls out, every cut is bumped, every rebound there's a box out. Like, every single freaking possession when you play against Tennessee, you know it's going to hurt whenever you have possession of the basketball. Best defense in the country. Conversely, Auburn's the number one offense in the country, and they've done it against big-time competition. They've done it against Houston. They've done it against Ohio State, Memphis. They've done it against Iowa State. Here's the deal. When games get ugly, would I rather have the 13th ranked defense or the first ranked defense? Sometimes the games are going to get ugly. Offense doesn't always go, and that's coming from a dude who doesn't play any freaking defense. Never did, never will. And I'm 36. So, it's just not going to happen. So you look at teams that play defense travels all the time. And I was just so impressed with the win. And I'm not saying Auburn's not been historically great, historically dominant over the first 2 months of this season, because they certainly have. However, if I'm picking between the two, I'm going with the team that I know is going to defend, that went up to Illinois, fouled out two of their best players in Zakai Ziegler and Chaz Lanier, and ended up getting a game-winning layup from Jordan Gainey, who's finally getting comfortable after putting on weight. His game has completely changed. And Chaz Lanier, this offense for Tennessee, I've said this time and time again, but when it comes to last year was Dalton Connect. Everybody says, well, Chaz Lanier is going to be Dalton Connect. He's going to be this. He's going to be that. And that's all well and good, but Dalton Connect dominated the ball. Chaz Lanier does everything inside of 3 dribbles. And when you do everything inside of 3 dribbles, it allows that offense to continue working. Zakai Ziegler's getting more opportunities and a little bit better of a rhythm. Same with Jordan Gainey. So you look at the different guys that can score on a given night. They've got pick and pop fives. That's something they haven't had since probably, a couple years ago at least. Igor Milicic is knocking down shots. I'm just a big fan. I feel like Cade Phillips has come along. Janai Broman might be the best wing defender. I think it's between him and Otega Owe as far as I've seen this year. There's other guys, sure, but those two dudes are lengthy, they're physical, and they can guard 1 through 4 easily, at least traditional 1 through 4. So, I love the way they're put together. They understand their role, their DNA. They recruited offense in the offseason. And they made them play defense by proxy, just by playing for Rick Barnes. So if I had to pick one out of the two, I'm still picking Tennessee. Love Auburn, but the consistency in what they do, I'm going Tennessee.
Tyler, I would be shocked. I would be shocked for a dude that was known to just snatch chains and punk people when he was in that Tar Heel uniform, that you would go Auburn instead of Tennessee. Am I wrong on this, or are you going with the Auburn Tigers?
Buckle up. I'm going Auburn. And listen,
wow. Okay. All right.
I like Tennessee. I think winning ugly wins in the tournament. But you know what? I think Auburn has the best player in the country right now, Janai Broman. I know he's banged up. I'll still take a banged up Janai Broman any day. And there's another player on Auburn that I really like. And it's Cardwell, and he is a beast in the block. He grabs everything, he dunks it, and he is a massive post presence. He is a big dude, and when you have guys like him who have size and dominate the paint, I think there's a lot more value to that than just having a lot of good team defense. I think Auburn, if they get it clicking and they get it rolling, I just think their ceiling is much higher than Tennessee, and Tennessee's playing very good right now. I just think that Auburn has more talent, and their ceiling is a little bit higher than Tennessee. And I've always kind of questioned whether Tennessee is going to be able to score when they need to, just because they're so defensive oriented right now.